Very good afternoon and thank you for tuning in. You're watching the news at 3:30. I'm Suesha Sawant. All out focus on that undated video that has emerged from Tawang, which puts out the truth of our forces and how they ensured that the Chinese retreat from Doklam to Tawang, even as the Indian Army continues to give China a befitting reply. Back home, Mehbooba Mufti, who has once again insulted our forces. She said our soldiers are not allowed to retaliate. They're beaten up. It is a very sorry state of affairs. That's the latest tweet that is coming from Mehbooba Mufti, who's insulted the Indian Army. And she said that the army is not allowed to retaliate. She's saying that instead the Indian army is beaten up, when it is amply clear through that video that has emerged from Tawang of how our forces defeated the Chinese troops, pushed them back, forced them to retreat. Mehbooba Mufti calls it a sorry state of affairs.
I've already said that they have already, occupied our land in Ladakh. They have also occupied land in Arunachal Pradesh as per the, statement given by the BJP member parliament. But unfortunately, BJP is doing nothing about it. Our soldiers have been beaten up by them. They are not allowed to retaliate. This is a very sorry state of affairs. Very sorry. I've already said that they have already, occupied our land in Ladakh. They have also occupied land in Arunachal Pradesh as per the, statement given by the BJP member parliament. But unfortunately, BJP is doing nothing about it. Our soldiers have been beaten up by them. They are not allowed to retaliate. This is a very sorry state of affairs. Very sorry.
Once again, on expected lines, Mehbooba Mufti insulting our forces. This after the befitting reply that was given by the Indian Army in Tawang on the 9th of December, forcing the Chinese side to go back, to retreat. This is Mehbooba Mufti pulling down our forces, saying that they were beaten up, and she is calling it a sorry state of affairs. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has put out a statement in the parliament on not an inch of land that has been taken by the Chinese, and Home Minister Amit Shah assuring that as long as the Modi government is in power, we know how to protect our borders. But Mehbooba Mufti once again insulting our forces, doubting its capability, and saying that it is a sorry state of affairs because they were beaten up. Major General G.D. Bakshi is now with me on the phone line. Well, Major General G.D. Bakshi, not surprising, Mehbooba Mufti has always been making statements of similar nature. But unfortunate time and again to how these are our leaders who not just demoralize the forces, but continue to raise doubts when it comes to national security.
Look, Mehbooba Mufti is not a field marshal, and nor should she try and pose to be one. She should leave military matters to the military because she has not a clue. And the only contribution she has made is dissonance and, disruptive noises designed to demoralize our armed forces, demoralize our people of India, and try and, make us crawl before China. She is an absolute non-entity in Indian politics now. She should resign herself and keep her big emotional mouth shut. And that is my very cogent and very well-meaning advice to her, especially on matters on which she doesn't know her foot from her elbow. She should keep quiet. When we need lessons in unarmed combat, we will go to the right quarters. And those are certainly not Mehbooba Mufti.
But that's exactly what Mehbooba Mufti and Farooq Abdullah do every time, Major General G.D. Bakshi. Farooq Abdullah once again barrack for talks with Pakistan, and Mehbooba Mufti, who continues to sympathize with terrorists, bash the Indian army, and this reaction also at a time when the stealth of our forces has proved how the Indian army stands strong. She calls it a sorry state of affairs.
Look, these people are patently anti-national. I mean, they thrive on striking postures which are stridently anti-national because these unfortunately get them in the media. They get them the media traction they lack because they have contributed nothing positive to Jammu and Kashmir. They have contributed absolutely negatively to the country and its image. So the only way they can stay in the limelight is by making stupid, outlandish and absolutely imbecilic statements on issues on which they know nothing.
Absolutely. And then there is a Manish Tiwari who questions the deployment of the army. There is a Mehbooba Mufti who calls it a sorry state of affairs. Farooq Abdullah, who once again bats for talks with Pakistan, and they continue to push that narrative as if they are on the side of China and Pakistan.
You know, the fact, unfortunately, is that we have a large plethora of self-anointed field marshals of the Republic. Nobody appointed them as field marshals. They know next to, my foot as far as the military are concerned, yet they must pontificate, yet they must open their beaks, yet they must try and support the Pakistani, the Chinese standpoint, and try and strike very internationalist postures as if they are above the country. They are not. As long as they carry Indian passports, they might as well exhibit some loyalty to the nation where they were born. This is getting to be quite pathetic and unwarranted. Absolutely unwarranted postures that they strike, designed to try and support each and every one of our adversaries, our enemies, our antagonists. I don't think this should be permitted to continue, unchecked for very long. If they are so fond of Pakistan, if they are so fond of China, they are welcome to surrender their Indian passports and migrate. Once they get a few bit of the dosage of Chinese COVID restrictions, they will come fleeing back faster than you can say Jack Robinson. Let Mehbooba Mufti go to China and face the COVID clampdown.
Yes, absolutely. Major General G.D. Bakshi, thank you for speaking to Republic this afternoon.